Hey everyone, Illusionist Dave here, and first off, I gotta show you my awesome shirt that my mom bought for me. I love it. It says Procrastinators Unite Tomorrow. I love it. It's awesome. I wanted to tell you today that I'm gonna stop saying because that sucks. I checked on my last video, and it's only been up, well, I don't know how long it's been up, but it's been up long enough that I feel like I have gotten enough views, or should have gotten enough views, that I should have gotten some responses on what you all want me to do for this channel for the future. And I got one response so far, and that's not good. I have very dim hope, sort of, for this channel, and I hope I don't have to delete it. I may end up deleting it and starting all over again. Although I got another subscriber, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Anyway, I keep getting subscribers, so I kind of hate to do that. But, you're not giving me input. See, to me, YouTube is not, hi, look at me. To me, YouTube is a communication. And it's a form of communication, and it's a form of back and forth. Communication is a two-way street. So I really need more responses. And thank you for the one response. And I'm sorry I'm not on the channel right now, so I don't see who you were. But thank you. You know who you were. So you're number one, my number one subscriber. And if you have any videos, I'll give a shout out to you right here. This is the person. Thank you, this person. Okay, so the future of my channel. I want to do some GIMP tutorials. The reason I want to use GIMP is because a lot of the tutorials I want to do are graphic design and reproduction of graphic designs. And the reason I want to use GIMP for those is because GIMP has a much better gradient tool than Corel Paint Shop Pro and maybe Photoshop. I don't know about Photoshop. I don't use it. I don't have the $700 it costs to get it, and don't anticipate having that for any time in the near future. So I'm going to use Corel Paint Shop Pro, which I do love. I'm not knocking Corel Paint Shop Pro. It's just I don't know how to use the gradient the way I need to, and it may be that I just suck at using the gradient, but to me, GIMP's gradient tool seems a lot easier to use. Hang on. I'm going to use GIMP and show you some GIMP tutorials. You can convert them to Corel Paint Shop Pro tutorials because it's not that hard. In fact, that's what I do a lot of times. A lot of these videos that I've seen are Photoshop tutorials, and I've converted them to Paint Shop Pro, or seen GIMP tutorials converted to Paint Shop Pro, vice versa. It's not that difficult. The steps are almost exactly the same in each program. Also, GIMP has a lot of nice filters and things. Now, Corel Paint Shop Pro may have some of those. I just haven't seen them, and I haven't probably not looked hard enough. Anyway, the other big thing I've got coming up, I'm going to do, I think, at least a couple minutes of a character I'm working on. It is a parody of a famous person, and I've been working on it. I like it. I need some work. I need to work on the script a little bit. Plus, like, that's at least 30%, at least, of what I'll put on the internet is going to be off the cuff. But in real life, it's pretty much completely off the cuff, and it's fun. Family and friends like it. So I think I'll put some of that up here. Um, what else do I have going on? Oh, I'm going to try out on October 1st for the community production of A Christmas Carol. I'm going to go out for Scrooge. I'm going to see what other counterparts they have too. I don't want to automatically go for Scrooge and miss out on any part. But I think I would be perfect for Scrooge because I can be very, well, sarcastic is one. But I love playing characters who are jerks. It's just fun. If any of you are in theater or have been involved in theater, you know that jerks are just fun. and it gives you a chance to be something. I mean, some people would call me a jerk, but it, and if you are a jerk, it gives you a chance to bring it over the top. But I mean, if you're not a jerk, it's fun to play a jerk. I remember one time, this was in theater at my college. I don't want to give out that name necessarily because I don't want anybody to stalk me because I'm that important, right? Anyway, and I took a beginning acting class my first or second semester, and we had to do a monologue. And people didn't know me then. I mean, they didn't know what kind of guy I was. And to be honest, you got kind of stereotypes of the disabled. And by the way, I would like to talk a little bit about the disabled. I think about disabled issues if anybody wants to hear that, because I've got a lot to say on that. But back to my story. Um, we had to do a monologue for this beginning acting class, and I wanted to totally get away from this shy, innocent, looking character guy, and get into a character that was really dark and mean. And so I picked a monologue towards the end of the movie, The Devil's Advocate, and I was, I was Al Pacino's character, and he's talking about, how God doesn't do anything to help people, and how God doesn't, uh, how the devil's really in control. So it was really crazy, really, really a great, great, great monologue, and that was fun. So, and I was in the community production of The Secret Garden, last February. No, yeah, I think they showed it. Yeah, it was in February. We started rehearsals in January, and then we showed it in February. That's right. It was about 4 to 5 weeks of rehearsal. And I played Archibald Craven, who was the guy who owned the house. He was the owner of the manor, and his wife had died 10 years prior to the play, and his son had fallen ill and he had too much stuff to deal with in his mind, and it really he couldn't face it. He couldn't face the loss of his wife, and he couldn't face that his son was doing badly, and he abandoned his son essentially. He made sure he was taken care of, but he's like, all right, I'll pay the doctors whatever I need to do, uh, but I don't want to hear about it. Just keep him better. Do whatever you need to do, and he has to essentially address all these issues. And at the end of the thing, he really has to address them. And his character does a complete 180. Complete bitter old man that did not look good. Okay, shut up. I've got to pause this. Hang on. I'm back and I'm calmer. I'm leaving that in though, because y'all barely see me laugh. I do laugh. I have fun. I don't even know where I was now. Um, but anyway, the character makes a complete 180. He starts out this bitter jerk, and then he turns to a very nice, caring guy toward the end, and it's sincere, I think. And so that was fun. That was the most complex character I've played. I've done several plays. I played a mentally retarded, literally mentally retarded, not like how people say you're so retarded. No, I actually played literally a mentally retarded guy in a play called The Boys Next Door, and I don't want to say the lead, but I was a big part of the play. I mean, my monologue opened the play, and my monologue closed the play, and I was in there a lot. I mean, so that was a lot of fun. I was Arnold Wiggins, and I remember the monologue, but I won't do it. I'll spare you the monologue um, of the opening. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. I missed the theater. I hope I can get the part next well, October. It's in October when I try out. So anyway, I hope to do that, and that may prevent me from making another YouTube video, but that's like, 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away, something like that. So don't worry about it. I will keep you updated. Um, I don't have an election that I'm aware of that I'll need to be involved in. So my mom got home, so I had to pause it, and I'm still cracking up at my mistake. I'm gonna end the video basically. I'd said that I was not gonna be involved in any elections. I don't think so. That's one of the things that kept me from making a YouTube video from like August of, well, this year. Yeah, this year to November. No, excuse me, August of last year to November of last year. That's why I didn't make a lot of videos. I was too involved in that from day to day. So anyway, I don't think that's going to happen this year unless there's an endorsement that goes to a specific candidate, and then I'll probably go for that candidate. But we'll just have to see. Anyway, so again, once again, let me know what you. I was just so stupid earlier. Let me know if you want me to make anything, and I will do my best. All right, thank you. See you later.